Joe. Tsuchi, I saw you can everything will turn out fine. That will be a net outlook on life. Always maintain a positive attitude. This will be fair to everyone, regardless national origin, gender or creed. Equality is guaranteed by the Constitution. He leaned against a pillar and gazed at the Statue of Liberty. I am personally giving off a subtle scent of perfume. It reminds me of my ex-girlfriend. Natto smells awful but tastes terrific. I'm soaked with sweat. Stand back, you stink. Take a shower. Ballard so beside himself that he could scarcely tell fact from fiction. His new novel, which combines prose with his gift for poetry, is going to be published. An up-to-date of the Exxonly Encyclopedia will come out next month. Meet Yamada translated a fascinating fairy tale into plain Japanese. The following passage is quoted from a well-known fable. Are you familiar with contemporary literature? I know next to nothing about it. At times, I confuse curb with carb. Don't be shy. Your pronunciation is more or less correct. This article contains tips for those who are eager to increase their vocabulary. His latest works are on display at the City Hall. They are fabulous beyond description. Could you move over a little? Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was taking up so much space. What's this ugly object? This is a piece of abstract art. I begged Rick to lend me $100, but he shook his head, saying I'm broke too. I'm after things so impulse whenever something is on sale. So am I. As it is, ordinary people cannot afford to purchase such luxuries. As anticipated, William went with three reasons 3 quarters in a row. I have to cut all my expenses, so from now on, I'm going to keep track of them on a daily basis. In any case, Junior has to compromise to a certain extent. Complicated mechanics are great demand, so they earn decent wages. The president announced a concrete plan to carry out welfare reform. His policy will no doubt lead to detrimental consequences. It needs a thorough review. It goes without saying that the aging of a society is inevitable. Please take a look at this chart. It indicates that juvenile delinquency is only increased at alarming rate. In many business districts, there are a lot of vacant lots which have been for sale for years. The population density on the metropolis is gradually decreasing. In all likelihood, the birth rate will continue to decline steadily for years to come. The power plant supplies remote county with electricity. You are not allowed to operate this device without permission. In fact, the inhabitants have been exposed to radiation. One cannot emphasize too much the potential danger of the nuclear energy. For years, let's overlook the problem, but now, if anything, they are making too much of it. as well as cultivating grain. The farmer runs a grocery store. The research institute was established in the late 1960s. Why don't you consult Story in person? He's by far the most prominent attorney around here. I'll write down just in case because I have a bad memory. My lawyer recommended that his client take legal action against the insurance company. They are entitled to be compensated for their injuries. So far, no less than 200 people have died of the flu epidemic. The effects of the dog pills are intense but brief. He has a habit of biting his nails. It's absolutely disgusting. My grandma sprained her back when she bent down her my son. If you have a stiff neck, try and have a remedy. Medical breakthroughs have brought all the great benefit for humanity as a whole. We can't apply cloning techniques to cattle, let alone human beings. It's forbidden. Whales are classified as mammals. The theory of evolution is beyond of reach of my imagination. The biologist is proud of his historic discovery and doesn't mind boasting about it. On Instagram, they are opposed to so-called gene therapy. The initial symptoms of the disease are fever and a sore throat. The structure of the brain is complex. Owing to illness, some representatives are absent from the annual conference. Little by little, my son is recovering from stomach cancer, but now he's in good spirits. This is fake, isn't it? Hey, it's a genuine antique. No way. Anything else? That's it. For here to go. How much is this bag? $100 including tax. Okay, I'll take it. I don't think those pants look good on you. Try these on. They are really now. He got out of the cabin in haste, saying, keep the change. The delivery service is available to our customers for a slight extra charge. It's on me. No, you treat me every time we eat out. Well, okay. Let's split the check then. While I was hanging out at the mall, I ran into Ken. I was short of cash, so I withdrew the $100 I had deposited in my bank account last week. On the way home, she allowed of her purse. That order, tell me how it happened. I'll explain to you later. My parents gave me a 6 p.m. coffee as a punishment because I broke my promise. As the proverb goes, the end justifies the means. Now that I'm found there's no one to thank, I have to stand on my own 2 feet. The chairman cut me off saying, time to wind things up. Let's take a vote. We changed the frank opinion of the meeting, but the consensus is yet to be reached regarding this matter. Do you agree or disagree with him? I'm on his side. Strictly speaking, he differs somewhat from mine. Could we go back again? I couldn't make out what you're getting at. No one backed at me at first, but then I talked everyone going along my plan. I admire your perseverance, courage, and wisdom. You flatter me. In making a decision, I rely not on logic, but on instinct. He came up with the ingenious sensible solution and immediately put it into practice. From the objective viewpoint, the former is inferior to the latter. The idea sounds marvelous in theory, yet I don't think that does work in practice. We are expected to defeat his opponent, but he failed to live up our expectations. Ironically, despite their best endeavors, their mission resulted in complete failure. Her genius makes up for her lack of first-hand experience. She possesses a great capacity for overcoming any obstacle. Without your solid support, the deal would have fallen through. I'm grateful to you. Bringing from our items into the cabin is prohibited. Our flight attendant was delayed on account of a minor accident. The plane dropped and plunged into the ocean, killing all the people on board. They are working around the clock, looking into the cause of the crash. Unfortunately, few passengers survived the catastrophe. The aviation experts analyzed the statistics in detail. On behalf of all the staff, I would like to express our sympathy for the victims. In a sense, he is blamed for the disaster. The vehicles are inspected of defects every 3 months. I was amazed that still our utility bills came to so much. Turn the faucet off, Mom yelled in a rage. I turned the lid so the food doesn't go bad. Can I borrow your scissors? Sure, here you are. You just have some transparent glue for a needle and a thread. I died of this fabric as it shrunk. I'm getting rid of this leather jacket because it's worn out at the elbows. As some crouched mixed and stayed as it becomes thick. What you do with the leftovers? Keep them in the fridge for now. I'll heat them in the microwave later. I couldn't wait off all that money on a new PC, but second I decided to put some aside for a rainy day. As soon as I can become something of a necessity, and I can't do without one. No sooner had I sat back and relaxed when my asking me to do the chores. She laid the baby down, lay down beside him. Put this stuff away. It's in the way. When the kids made believe they were dinosaurs, they were scolded by their mother. After he bumped into the shelf, the plastic canvas fell and shattered into fragments. Can you keep eye on my kids for a while? I need to pick up Ken. No problem. My neighbor told us for making mess in his yard. Dolly resembles her big sister in every way. You can't tell them apart. As a rule, twins have a lot in common. I'm tired of doing the dishes, doing the laundry, and so on. My favorite pastime is strolling along the shore. It's pleasant. I'm exhausted. Let's take a break in the shade. Why not? Bob, this vending machine is out of order. Oh no, I'm dying of thirst. He tended to hunger fatigue, but came to after a while.